Hey everybody, Waluigi here, back for part 14 of our Mario Kart Wii playthrough. In this cart, Waluigi, in this case, not cart, Waluigi bike. That said, somehow, first Retro Cup there, we went through, and 5th place in the first race, somehow still won it and got a star ranking, which that's the amazing part. We also unlocked Rosalina, so you may see her appear in a few races or so. But of course, the way we did that, if you've got a save file present on the Wii from Super Mario Galaxy, just do 50 races and she's unlocked. But that said, we will head back here. And is that on multiplayer somehow? Okay, well, yeah. Press the 1 button to go back. Kids at home, but I guess I tapped that somehow and I was like saving or something. But we're basically now ready to continue. Like I said, this is part 14. Here we go. And we're going to do the Banana Cup, Sherbetland, Shy Guy Beach, Delfino Square, which I really like. And then one of the reasons for picking Waluigi for 100cc, which is specifically the bike class when you first play, is just Waluigi Stadium from the GameCube. I thought it was real fitting, Anyway, we'll quit yakking and start playing. Oh. Alright, so this one's pretty unique. Again, the hard part is kind of there in that cave, if you will. Really like how, that banner, anytime you could not pay attention to subtitles or what you just click, but you see that banner and you just know it looks like it's, Nintendo 64. So. Am I gonna win? Yeah, it looks like King Boo. I don't think he hit anything. It just looked like he spun out somehow. I'm hoping we'll wind up with some races that don't have babies in them, but I think Baby Mario's in first place. Can't tell if that's Mario or Baby Mario. Anyway, I'm gonna take it out and we'll see. I think it was Baby Mario, so kudos to us. Sometimes, it didn't happen. In this area, you can use the penguins, or if you take a corner really sharp, you can avoid, the red shells. There's really not a lot of chances to use the wheelie here. So when you have a straightaway and nothing in front of you, it's probably a good idea to do so. Particularly, if you're using the bike on 150 or something. And again, every time I go through here, I just, for some reason, there's some point in the race where I start to, stare at the reflections in the ice. It's not a good thing to do. I don't know who's up in front. I couldn't really tell if it was Rosalina or what. We're in the middle of the pack now, which is never a good place to be. Somehow we're in first place. I don't know how that happened. Because everybody else ran into a penguin or something. Now we got a pretty decent looking lead if you just pay attention to the map anyway. And anytime you're ahead, like I was saying earlier, and you've got the track, I would go ahead and, wheelie it up. Yeah, I thought we were going to hit the wall there. I'm hoping I can replace and get 3 banana peels. It's the one worst item to have. Okay, so we beat those two. If we can get through here okay, I feel like we can overcome lightning, a couple of spiny shells, It seems like also most people take the high road with that. I know there's a speed ramp there, but I've just always kind of hugged the inside line. It's worked pretty well for me. Might be something to try, I guess, if you always have trouble here. Or, you just always go that way and run into a stockpile of problems or something. Anyway, that went really smooth, especially compared to our first Retro 100cc where we got 5th place, last recording. Bowser and King Boo, interestingly enough. Didn't really get... Okay. 3 babies are in this one, that's just peachy. Anyway, we'll kind of for right now keep our eyes on Bowser and King Boo. So. This is another one, really like this track. It can be problematic, you know, under certain circumstances, but it was just kind of a fun one. The cheesy waves in the background, everything just, you know, it's pretty dated, but I mean that's not a bad thing in this case. In my opinion, it's kind of nostalgic. The music's great too. I mean, I know I say the same thing. I'll probably say it in 150cc too, but you know, either talk about this and gripe about the baby characters, or you know, ramble on about E3 or something. Oh, good. It's nice to see someone else get hit by a lightning cloud. It's probably going to come lightning and take away my red shell, but take that if you need a translation from Waluigi to actually said, you know. I was trying to get in front of Bowser for that. It did not go well. I'm sure you know that at this point in time. Oh, I don't know how he didn't hit that. I thought he was going to like drive right into it. It would have been pretty sweet. Back. And now we'll, oh no. It's horrible timing. He got in front of us too. Everybody's in front of us now. You know, that's another one I don't feel like we really ran into. Okay, this is probably going to come down to we got screwed here. Oh, Mario hit an umbrella. So I kind of lost track of where we were in relation to the finish line. Good news is Mario ran into that last umbrella and, you know, we got around him. So, looks like him and Bowser will be knotted up. And King Boo took a little hit there, but still, you know, 4th place. So, kind of keep our eye on Mario and Bowser now as we enter Delfino Square. It's like, yeah, I know I said this last time, but this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. It really transitioned well from you know, Mario Kart DS too. So, the music is, you know, awesome, and it's actually fitting to have the Delfino people, since it isn't, you know, down here kind of Mario Sunshine elements. Tried to do a wheelie though. I lifted the Wii remote up and just didn't do anything. That's basically perfect the way we did that, where you looks like you're hitting the wall and you don't. It doesn't really work that way on the carts, but with the bikes you can usually pull that off. Anyway, you even got some with the green shell. Okay, and that's a bit too close to the wall when you do actually hit it. But you get the general idea of what I was going for. He's got a trio of banana peels, it looks like. You know, I specifically slowed down to get King Boo, and you know, you see what that got me. So now we kind of gotta make a comeback here. So we're in 8th place, and see what we can't do over the course of this lap. Issue will be blind corners and miscellaneous items, stuff like that. I think we outran the Mega Mush. Oh, Baby Peach, how would you like to dig and spill in the ocean, woman? Now we got Bowser in front of us. I'll pass him up here. Oh, he's got banana peels. I have to change my strategy. Okay, so we got a better line than he did despite spinning out there. It's funny, you know, like Maple Treeway was brand new for the Wii, and it kind of incorporated the same look of the trees, you know, as you saw here on the DS version of Mario Kart, which is in here, you know, on the Wii as well. But I guess I'll keep that until I get a little closer. Maybe if I pin it there, we can make sure someone hits it. I don't know what it is about that. I cut the corner too tight again. Well, it really would have been cool here, you know, like in Mario Sunshine, you had like those fruit carts you could hit. It would have been awesome if they'd have like incorporated those again. I don't know how that banana peel missed. Okay. We got lucky and outran him there. Still pretty close. As you can see, we did it with a metal Waluigi. You know. Anyway, barely edged him out, and then Mario again right there at the top. King Boo sort of slipped down once more. Yeah, so if Bowser were to get first place, he'd be at 47. So, you know, as long as we get like 10th or better, we'll still have first. Hopefully we can just get first and, you know, 1 star it or something. So. Alright, and really hope we get first here. It is, you know, our home track, Waluigi's only track in this one. Waluigi Pinball is another pretty sweet track in my opinion. But, this one, of course, I believe from the GameCube. It just really fits, you know, to have the bike here at Waluigi's home track. I mean, like, if you did do a Waluigi title, you know, for the new system, Wii U, you know, it could kind of be like a free roam type deal, you know, to a small degree, where he, like, rides a bike or something. Not like a pedal bike, but, you know, like an actual motorcycle. I couldn't even see that fireball. But there's, like, so many things you could do to just make it totally unique. You know, and kind of have, like, another spin-off of the Mario franchise, but with a brand new character. You know, and I mean, I'm not saying that like just to say it. I mean, I'm actually serious when I say it. This is a track that really doesn't get talked about or picked a lot in multiplayer, you know, but I think it's a pretty good one. Oh, God. So everybody's got banana peels ahead of us. Oh, I thought Bowser threw his last one. And he didn't. Oh, you're kidding me. This has just turned into like a bloodbath of miscellaneous items from nowhere. Seems like every time we hit Diddy Kong, we get spun off a little. We don't like go through him and push him. It's like he kind of stymies our progress. As long as we finish first, I feel like we did Waluigi justice. There's points in this with a bike where you can literally build up so much speed. It's kind of like pure chaos in terms of just like not getting in the mud and crawling somewhere. Okay, so we've got a pretty good sized lead on Bowser as long as items don't come. Try to just do a few jumps and then slow down here, stay out of that mud. You know, I think we got it in the bag. There we go. So, a fitting end for this Retro Cup with Waluigi Stadium taking first place and doing so with a pretty, sizable margin, about 8 seconds. 60-44-40 Waluigi, Bowser, Mario. So pretty happy with that. So we should at least get one. Might have 2-star this one. As long as we get 1 star, I'll be happy. Then we just one less to redo. Which currently it's just the ironically, currently it's just the Mushroom Cup and the Flower Cup. We did 1 star. 150cc, of course, would probably be tougher to pull that off. You can see Bowser looks like he was on the standard bike, and then Mario looks like he was on the mock bike, maybe. That's a great bike, if you ever like trying to do time trials or something. So this one took, that last video was really short. This one took a little bit longer, about 17:30 right now. So, Banana Cup, first place, 2 stars. So, pretty happy with that. And like I said, it's fitting that we would pull that off, given it is his own. Here we should unlock, of course, the next cup. And it seems like you might get a card or something. We'll just go ahead and find out, rather than speculate. Of course, the Leaf Cup 100cc. Okay, so I guess no card. Anyway, this wraps up part 14 of our Mario Kart Wii playthrough. Took Waluigi through. He pretty much dominated that one. I'm glad he did, since it was his home track there to wrap things up. But questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube or the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, whichever you prefer. And as always, thanks for watching.